Hey YouTube, when you think of money, what emotional response does that give you? You might feel stressed or anxious, you might feel happy, secure, or even a sense of freedom. How does a piece of paper, and really nowadays a number on a screen when you check your bank accounts, have such an impact on your feelings and your overall mental health? Remember when you were a kid and you didn't have to worry about money? The only thing to worry about was playing video games, playing with friends, or going to school? You probably didn't even truly know the meaning of money as a teenager. And I know this isn't true for everyone, as some kids grow up faster than others depending on your situation, and a lot of the time it is financially because, for example, you might see your parents struggle financially, which, as a kid growing up, that would impact you. Somewhere along the line, though, we were convinced that our value was tied to how much money we earned or spent. But yet, majority of people are so hyper-fixated on money when it comes to comparing yourself with others, like on social media, or comparing job titles and positions with where others are at in their journey of life, or getting stuck in this constant cycle of trying to increase your income. But really, what is the meaning of money, and why do you really want to pursue it? You need to understand what you want money to do for you, which could be as simple as being materialistic, where you just want to spend money on cars, restaurants, clothes, live a lavish lifestyle. Maybe you want to stack money to become financially free. You're working a job you hate, you can't spend enough time with your friends or family, you can't spend enough time on hobbies or activities that you actually truly enjoy. Identifying what you want money to do for you is the first step. Increasing the amount of money you have is actually fundamentally simple. You increase the amount of money coming in versus the amount of money going out. It's like losing weight, where you want to burn more calories than your body intakes. But life gets in the way. Your car breaks down, your hours get cut at work some weeks, you might even lose your job. Now you're wondering, how can you save up money when these unexpected expenses come up? And not to mention the mental health toll that it has on your body, where this could lead into anxiety or depression, where you're fearful of not being able to support your own life. So now you're looking at ways to increase income, like taking on a second job, making money online, looking at passive ways to get income to increase the amount of money coming in. Having multiple streams of income is very important because everybody has different streams of expenses that drain from your bank account. So like if one of the streams of your expenses increases or an unexpected expense does come up, having multiple streams of income is equally relatable that everyone should also try to develop. Because having one income source and relying only on one way to make money exposes you to so much higher risk, putting all your eggs in one basket, as most people say. Personally, the emotional response that I get from money is the freedom that it brings to lower my overall financial stress. I'd say I live a pretty frugal life. I don't need fancy cars, fancy clothes, fine dining, mixed with all the wine, alcohol. I spend my money on experiences that would mean something to me, like traveling, trying new activities, spending time with family, or spending money on my family. That is one thing I noticed about my personality when I got into my 20s and had money to spend on others, is that it brings me more joy to give gifts to people that appreciate it than to spend money on myself. If I correlated money directly to happiness, I guess you could say I'd rather see others happy than myself happy. Thinking of it like that kind of makes it sound depressing, but it is what it is. You can always make more money, but you can't make more time. Everybody has a limited number of hours, which is why people always say to spend your time wisely. Your income and earning potential is truly what you make of it, so you can find ways which work to make money and adjust how much time you spend there to find the right balance. I'm not saying don't work and just spend all your time doing the things you enjoy. You definitely need to find a balance. But making money and knowing what the end game looks like is important. Like I said before, if you want the new cars, you want the fine dining experiences, then you'll probably spend more of your time working or spending more time figuring out ways to increase your income. If you're looking to spend less time working, you might grind to stack up cash, then look at ways to make that cash grow itself, like investments, rental properties, learning new skills, starting a business, or whatever. After all, it does cost money to make more money in most situations. If you're in your 20s or 30s, you're in a great spot to set yourself up for higher returns in the future if your income outweighs your expenses. Getting into stocks or crypto, although crypto is looked at being more risky, it is a great way to start compounding interest. With stocks, you can invest in funds or companies that pay dividends. You set those dividends to reinvest themselves, and you continually add money to your account. You will see your account grow over the years. I've received advice when I was in college that the first $100,000 is the hardest to make. And that was absolutely true. Compound growth is so powerful the younger you are. Or something else I do personally is freelancing for clients outside of my regular job with the skills that I've learned from school and previous job positions. This for sure is more active, but another way to earn additional income to put that extra money to work. Whatever it is, there are many ways to diversify income streams, and I could make an entire video of how to start making money online and even what I would do if I was starting out fresh to learn something and start selling it. But once your income situation is settled, the real problem now comes into play of what do you actually spend your money on? The why to it all. Why you worked so hard, why you got the college degree, why you learned a specific set of skills. What was driving you to do better? What was driving you to be financially stable? And really just asking yourself, what is the life you want to live? And I know this could go into a whole rant about the meaning of life, but understanding what you value is so important. Don't tie your self-worth to your net worth. Life is short. There are many unknowns. What if you lose your job that you worked hard for? What if the business you built went under? What if you're going through a divorce and you lose everything to the point where you have to rebuild yourself from the bottom? The amount of money you have doesn't define you as a person, or the job title you have doesn't dictate how much power you have over others. All of it could be taken away from you, and then what happens? Do you lose your identity at that point? Identify what success looks like for you. Don't compare yourself to others where you need to think you have to match somebody else's pace. Find true meaning in what you do and not what you have. And always remember the things money can't buy: loved ones, real relationships, health to an extent, wisdom, happiness, and most importantly, the time you have to make it count. So once your income starts to grow and the money starts flowing in, pause. Don't just ask, what can I buy now? Ask, what life am I building? Because money is just a tool, and like any other tool, it's only as useful as the intention behind it. Whether you're chasing freedom, stability, or just the peace of mind, define your why first. That's the real starting point of wealth.